This sailboat is a perfect example of how anti-fouling bottom paint can keep most of the barnacles off of the boat that's been sitting in the water. This boat was 90% this muddy film stuff and just a few barnacles here and there. And this high pressure washer was able to get most of the barnacles to pop off pretty easily. You'll see in the video there's plenty of times where it's just a couple of barnacles. The pressure washer is able to rip them off. This does make a bit of a mess. At the end, you'll see where the mud splashes on me after I take over into the other half of the boat. I know using the power washer isn't quite the same ASMR as scraping off the barnacles, but it is visually satisfying. So watch as this Sabre 28 sailboat gets cleaned off, and then it gets put on my trailer, and I will take it back to my store and process it. This boat is being destroyed, but every part of it will be taken apart and reused, recycled, sold in the store. And just remember, just because the bottom of this boat is pretty does not mean the boat is worth saving. Most of the time when I get boats like this, it might be worth $10,000 if it was in mint condition, but it would take $25,000 to get the boat worth that $10,000, and it just isn't financially viable for the owner of the boat. So they pay me to get rid of it. That's my job. That's what I do. And it allows other people to get boat parts and get them cheaper than they ever would be able to get at the store. So it keeps other boats on the water longer, and that's the sacrifice that we make. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. just have a little bit of mud on me, but it's not too bad. It's actually better, but this was just like a really thin coating of muck, you know, and it wasn't really dense with barnacles, which is why it is easier to do with the power washer on something like this. All right, so I'm got the Sabre 28 loaded. How much does it bother you that the straps didn't get cleaned? Anyway, I'm about to do this Sabre 28. I'm gonna knock this mast over.